Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Good morning, traders. Can you guys hear me? Let's do a quick sound test. Good morning, traders. If you do, let's do a sound test to see if you can hear me. Hi, Bridget. How was your week going so far? Right. SPY is a week today after the yesterday drop, and I was thinking is gonna be a much more room to go down. I shot it in the morning, but it's only moved 80 cents and then pulled back up. So I don't know. No, right now, still very less volume. No real volatility in the market. Hi, Louis. And if you look at the Nasdaq, but definitely is going weak right now. So you look at it, it is down. Right now is only 0.73%, even not even a 1% down. And even the SPY, if you look at again, it's definitely has a resistance around 4360 and or maybe 436, uh, and the low of the pre-market is 434, but it's not doing much. So let's look at the gappers now. In terms of a gapper, the pre-market movers is KSS. Let's look at the daily. Daily is not really clean. 65 is a high, 46 is down, gapping up after 5 days of continuous selling off. And let's look at the 15 minutes. If you look at the 15 minutes, this move is basically countering the last 4 days. How far is gonna go? Is gonna pull back? It's like in terms of a daily, if you look at it, definitely you know uptrending up to 66, significant pullback to 46, because if you look at it, November low is 20. So really, I wouldn't say it's a downtrending, is a pullback, and then again moving back up, and this pullback and moving back up. So definitely holding this 200 moving average, and now we need to find definitely a right kind of a setup here. In the pre-market is making a bull flags. Let's mark the resistance over 54.33, and then another support we have here is on the 53, and we'll see that how does it hold or it doesn't hold. Hi Ephraim, good morning. Next one is, I think, it's been a long time I've not traded Macy. Is turned into on the $5, $4 is moved back up to 22. Right now it is on 19. It's uptrending. Today is up 7%, but I don't know. This is, when it moved very, very quickly. Good volume. Um, a very big candle and then consolidation, move back up, came down, move back up. So definitely we can say here the 1960 and the 19, you know, is a key resistance right now. And from the other resistance point of view is a 19. So let's see if it does it hold the 19. If it's hold 19, we can try to find some kind of a long momentum on this side. In terms of pre-market down, there are a lot of stocks are down, and some stocks are repetitively down, just like Baba, all Chinese, Baba, Baki, all those were green. They all turn and return all the profit. So if I could show you, the list just look like this. So everything, Baba, Baki, Futo, Neo, Plug, not Plug, but the and the Tiger. So these are all the ones, the Chinese stocks. Now let's look at the other ones which are not Chinese and they are coming down, so we can find some kind of an opportunity. So number one with the catalyst is Hood. Hood came down. Okay, yesterday it moved, maybe the pre-earning thing, and then it's sold off over 10%. Right now it found a nice support around 42, and the next support is 44.50. And if you look at the daily low is around 36, and I think the one of the reason is coming down as well, that and as a trader we have also noticed that there is not much volatility in the market, there is no volume, and Robinhood also predict that like this quarter, the next quarter will also be having a less volume. And if there is no volume, so there is no income for Robinhood. So therefore, it's the low volume is basically directly proportional, with the Hood's earning. So more volume, more earning, less volume, less earning. So it's directly proportional with the earning results. So uh, right now it is weak. We can clearly see is a resistance around the 45.74, and then we can see the support we found around 44, and then the lower support is around 44.75. So that is what we have. Now let's check at the Neo. uh, Neo, if you look at it, is all the same thing. Couple of days of move up and then sharply coming down. Look at it, it is happening since July beginning. Comes down, move up, comes down. 3 days of move, then comes down, and it's all Chinese stocks are like that. Right now, it is on 38.65, very close to the support. And usually, we have seen, especially for in the Neo case, that when it is gaps down, it moves up sharply, and when it gaps up, it usually sell off. So that we know is always give a hard time to immediately break, because a lot of interest. People love to buy when it's sell off. Clearly, we see there's a channel right now between 37.62 to 37.99 to 30 cents channel. Right now, trading close to the pre-market low. And if we look at the little longer chart, that this pre-market low is also low of 2 days ago. So it's really holding that level around 37.40ish, 37.50s. So we need to clearly see that what is going to happen. And you can see here as well, stock gap down and never touched the pre-market low, always move up, stayed over the VWAP throughout the day. Then tomorrow it gapped up, came down, closed the gap, again moved back up, right? And then consolidated close to the a pre-market high. So it was strong, and I think it's maybe just coming down because of the market sentiments around that. So we need to be closely watch that. Not a clear catalyst, or the prediction that what it can happen. Now let's look at the other ones like CCL. I have not traded many years now. I think I don't like to trade. It's very slow mover. Um, Next one we have is whale. I never traded the whale too. Let's check the whale. So whale is a nice volume, nice volatility. High is 23, came down to 18. Under the 200 moving average, that is nice. It shows that it is weak. In terms of candle formation, despite there's a 250,000 shares, but there's no nice volume. So I will put in secondary list. Uh, what you guys have? I don't see much movement. Maybe we're gonna see most of the movement after the market open. So for the Chinese stocks, I think my action plan would be that I'm gonna look for both ways. Placed Baba JD both ways. If I get the long, if the market move back up and turn positive, these stocks might go positive too. So I'm going to look for both side of setup because they came down too much. Usually, is a saying that nothing is too much, even going upside and the downside. It's just a matter of the sentiments. So, sentiments can change anytime. Right now, there is no sentiments, good sentiments for Chinese stocks, but these are good companies, so people love to buy. It's just about sentiments. It came from 325 to 166. Look at the Baidu, from 372 to 140. Look at the Billy. Billy has an earning, I think, yesterday. Let me quickly check. I think Billy had an earning yesterday. Yes, the Billy is, this morning. So Billy has an earning this morning. I don't know what is the result of the Billy. Maybe we can quickly check and then play accordingly. I'm watching it, but I don't see yet the results. Does anybody know what the results Billy has reported? Is a better earning or is a loss? Uh, so earnings are really, really good. Yeah, so I'm just looking at it. I think it seems to me that the Billy earning was really, really good, and they just came down because of the market sentiments. Uh, you know, uh, People wanted to avoid. Just look at the RBLX. Despite lack of earning, people bought it. Look at the hood is moving back up now, despite you know. So its market is really random right now. But what I'm thinking here that we should look at both side. Just keep our mind open. Let the market settle down and give us the trend. Because if it's going for a bullish trend, then there is a lot of room for us to get the money. But there is a little downside because already gap down 4%, very good earnings. So uh, you know there are a lot of investors around the world who operate through the US market, so it's not just United States. So people still wanted to buy this company if they have a record earnings. So we'll see that. I think it's really complicated now as things are going, but that's good that the SPY is holding. Didi, the same the Chinese piece that has issues. but I don't see the much room left because if you look at the low of the all-time low is 714 right now, 763. Um, that's why when the stocks comes down below $8, $7, I usually don't trade them because there's not much room available. Uh, but these are the good companies. It can anytime the sentiment will change and can reverse. I'm not sure whether it's going to go further down or it's just going to consolidate underneath of this area and waste of our time. So we'll go with the flow. Let me just quickly bring our listing here. Let me just delete everything. So many stocks here, and we're going to make, okay. So I'm going to put the hood. I'm going to put the RBLX for the downside. Uh, I'm going to put uh, uh, Billy, Baba, JD, and we haven't checked the plug. Let's quickly check the plug, and then we have checked the KSS for the long size. Let's check the uh, quickly check the plug. So for the plug, if you look at it, uh, cap down, move up, found the resistance. Now, right now in the support, this support is tested at least twice, of 25, 24.57, and here as well in the past. All the time when it hit, it bounced back. Uh, it's exactly happened when it touched on the 17th of August. It's bounced back. Whether it's going to continue moving up, if market's going to comes down, then it might gonna break the support. If market gonna turn back up, you never know. It just gonna if you look at it yesterday, it was very weak throughout the day, and after the market starting selling off, there was no reaction to this, and then gap down as well. Right now, if you look at the 5 minutes, is found the support again around 24.37, trying to move back up over the 50 moving average. So on the 5 minute chart, uh, I think most of the thing is going to depend on the SPY and the NASDAQ, what is going to happen. And if you look at the SPY again, if I show you, look at this, uh, they found the support here and then they keep churning up. So um, CLF was very strong in the last few days. Let's quickly check the CLF. What is going? Yeah, CLF was very strong from 17 to 26, and it's maybe a small pullback. This has a very nice consolidation previously, and it ran up again from 23 to 26. Right now it's 24.27. There is a support around 23.42. So we'll see that does it break that support, but not a good volume, only 200,000. If you look at it, most of the pattern are like this, just a small range consolidation. And the reason is that the market is a small range consolidation. If you look at it from 7, maybe you can imagine from here 630, it was on the 43.58, 435.81. Low is 430, 481, and again is touching 436. So within the 80 cents to $120 range, which is nothing for $435 SPY to be have only uh, you know few cents of movement. So guys, gonna really appreciate. I don't see that many likes. Gonna really appreciate if you give us a thumbs up. And yeah, so we're gonna plan like this. I'm starting with a little bit of green today. I traded SPY in the morning, um, and we'll see. And we'll trade like that. And if I do some good trades, I'm gonna let you know. And yeah, and if the guys no questions, then we can just hang up. And I'll see you tomorrow.